What up, everybody, and welcome to Baz on Blades. My name is Baz, and I talk about blades. Well, guys, I believe you can tell what we're going to talk about right now. You see it in front of you. Just shut off the bandsaw. The new bandsaw blade was fabulous. I'm not going to say that I enjoyed using it, but I didn't not enjoy it as much as I may have not enjoyed it with the old blade. Especially considering the old blade broke. But anyway, guys, you see in front of you, we've got everything cut. Everything is cut. I mean, here's a couple of pieces right here. That's your big raindrop right here. There's your cable. Guys, I don't know how many of these are left. Go to the pre-order video and check the description section. I'm keeping a running list of what is remaining and who has ordered what. So if there's anything in that list that you want, I don't remember what's left. There's not much left. I think I've got one or two raindrop crosses and one or two of the cable dog tags. I think everything else is sold. But anyway, hey, I appreciate the interest that everybody has shown in this. This has been a very gratifying project so far for me. Now, I do have something that I want to add in, and it's going to be a couple of more. Actually, before I tell you about the other two pendants, I want to say, for those of you that are super geniuses and can count past 10, not all of us can without a calculator, but you may notice there's actually 12 crosses out here, and I've only got 10 up for sale. The reason for that is, now 10 are for sale, and that's all of the crosses that are for sale. The other two, one will be going to my little brother for his birthday in April, and the other one will be used for a giveaway on Baz on Blades. Now, I did not do a giveaway for 500 subs. It sort of slipped by while I had other stuff going on. So probably at 600 subs, we're going to do a giveaway, and one of the prizes will be one of these cross pendants. I don't know if it'll be cable or raindrop, because I'm going to let my little brother choose which one he likes the best, and then the one that's remaining will be the one we use for a giveaway. So that's the reason that you see 12, but we only have 10 for sale. Now, the next thing is I've got a couple of pieces of mosaic Damascus that I bought, I think, in 2008 at the Blade Show in Atlanta. That was the last Blade Show I was able to go to, was 2008. I wanted to get back this year. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But I bought a couple of pieces of mosaic Damascus and never used it. And I'm going to make pendants out of it, and I want to see if I can get it to show here. And what it is, well, that shows pretty good. It is a skull in the middle of a spider web. And I've got two pieces of that. And it's 1/8 inch is what it is. You can see here. Mosaic Damascus. Now, these will be squared up. The edges are going to be, or the corners are going to be broken and rounded, but they're going to stay sort of a square rectangular type of pendant. And then, of course, they've got a rough grind on them now. And then I'll take them up to 600 grit for the finish and re-etch them. And they will be for sale also. Let's see if I can. Anyway, they will be for sale also, guys, and they'll be $30 a piece, the same as everything else. So if anybody wants these, $30 a piece shipped, and they are yours. There's only 2 of them. Okay? All right, and we'll sort of, we'll put them somewhere. And you know, the shame of this is, let me move my new super fancy old towel backdrop here. The shame of this is look at all of this. All of this, guys. This is all those cuts of Damascus. Look at that. I do not know what I'm going to do with this. I wish I could have cut these in such a way that I would have got more usable cuts off of them. But if there's any of this stuff that I can use, I'm going to use. I don't know what the hell I'll do with it. Something. It's all pretty small, guys. I don't think it would do for a necklace or anything like that. I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with it. But anyway, that's where we are. The end of day 2. I'm done. I can't do anything else. I am not going to crank the grinder up and start grinding steel inside the house. But we did get all the cutting done. The new bandsaw blade that all the guys that pre-ordered basically paid for was fabulous. It cut very well. No issues there. And this stuff, guys, I got to tell you, it looks pretty good. I mean, you can, you got a sort of an idea here of how this is going to turn out. Of course, these are very rough shaped right now, guys. Very rough shaped. You got them traced on the other side. That'll give you sort of an idea there. And again, they're 2 inches tall. 2 inches tall by 1.25 inches wide. And I've been saying they're 3/16 stock. They're not quite 3/16 stock, but they're thicker than 1/8 inch. I don't know how thick they are, guys. They're substantial. I'll tell you that right now. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in them at all. I think they're going to turn out just looking awesome. And something else. Hold on just one second. All right, something else that I got today, what we've got here is a 1/8 inch steel stamping set. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to do this with all of my first runs on any item. I'm going to stamp on the back of this item. On the dog tag, there'll be a stamp on the back of it. There'll be a B up in one corner and a 1 on the other corner. And that stands for Baz and first run. These pendants that are in the first run will be the only ones that will ever be stamped B1. My first run of any knife will be stamped B1. Who knows if that'll ever add any collectability to it. That's not the reason I'm doing it. It's just something else that I can throw into something. Everybody likes first production runs, and, any custom maker, when they very first started way back when, if you got one of their early pieces and now they're famous or whatever, it just adds something to the piece. Now, of course, you really won't be able to see it if I come on the back of this cross and stamp. And what I'm going to do on the Damascus is I'm going to go and say, once I finish the surface once I take a look at it, one side looks better than the other. And I'll stamp the side that I think will be the back side, and then we'll etch it. You probably won't really be able to see the stamp. It'll be something you can feel, because these little 1/8 inch stamps, they're not going to be that deep. And once I etch that steel, I don't even know if they'll show up. So it won't be anything that'll, take away from the pendant. If it does in any way, then I won't do it. I'll test it out on the pendant that I'm going to give my brother. He'll be the guinea pig. Anyway, so that's what we got. End of day 2. Tomorrow we will be grinding. All of these will be ground to final dimensions tomorrow to 600 grit, and the ring holes will be drilled and chamfered. So really then the only thing we got, guys, is we're waiting on the new etchant to come in and the rings, When the etchant comes in, I'll surface grind these to 600 grit to clean them up, and then I'll re-etch them, put the rings on them, and they'll be ready to go. So I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for the interest you've shown in this project. This is really helping me out in so many different ways. It has lifted my spirit immensely to be able to do this. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. God bless all of you, and we will talk to you again.